What's up, guys? Welcome back to review here. West Ham fan with West Ham Hammers TV. West Ham v Leicester. It is a match day, and it is 40 minutes just over to kick off here in the London Stadium this evening. Hope you guys are well. Kickoff is 8 p.m. Home game tonight. Didn't do a preview on the channel, but look, it is a big game for both teams, really. I already called last week. It is a bit early for the 6-pointer talk, but it is a 6-pointer, especially with the fact that we've got Palace at home as Hampton away after this. Two relegation candidates down there below. It's a real big deal for us to put away this season and do something for us tonight. Now, in terms of the lineup, we'll start with West Ham. In goals, it's unchanged, but in goals, Fabianski, Snoriola, which some fans are disappointed with for a debut that they might want to give him, but Fabianski can't drop him yet. Cresswell in the back four alongside Dawson, Ogbonna and Kufal. Fair enough. Dawson was a potential, not doubt, but person that we could have taken out due to his lack of pace compared to Diop. But Diop is very shaky, to be fair, as well. And do you trust the Frenchman over the English experienced centre back that, let's not forget, had a very good season last year? I think the pace is an issue. Let's trust him. He's a man that we can't just say he's terrible and take him out. So we got to keep Dawson in there. In midfield, Rice, Souček, fair enough. Now, a thing that we got to look at last time, when we beat Leicester 3-2 in the home fixture at the end of last season, we were missing Rice. Noble started, and we played really well, to be fair. Look, Noble walked indeed off the park last season. With Rice there now as well, what he involves in our play going forward and defensively. What a man he is. So, Rice, Souček, definitely lost. Now, Moyes is speaking, so let's see quickly hear what he says first.
Well, looking forward to getting them back. I hope we can get them the same performances as we showed when there was no crowd here. So but it's great to get to see everybody back. Much better.
Happy to have everyone back anyway, so.
Think about the relegation fight you were in the last time the place was coming. I believe much better. They performed really well. Even last calendar year we've been very good. With a good result on Saturday as well, and through pre-season. So I'm hoping that we're getting a bit of consistency here and maybe a bit of stability as well. So I hope to support to see that tonight. Success against Leicester last season.
Talk about Leicester last season, beat double over them.
Probably because that wasn't there for the first game. I had COVID and then it was started to get that back. And the reason for that. But look, I hope it continues. But look, last week we played Newcastle. We beat us twice last year, and we beat them. So I don't think you can take it which has gone before. Now you have to take it as a new game.
Looks really relaxed, doesn't he? Why not with this team in such good shape? Even happier, I think, if he had one or two more before next Tuesday's transfer deadline. Right, let's continue our analysis of the weekend. Big talking point, really, yesterday.
London Stadium's filling up, so we're half an hour to kick off. Anyway, Rice, Souček midfield, fair enough. The front three says the same. Benrahma, Bowen, and Fornals, absolutely fine with that. Fornals can cover. Also joined everything well. Fornals can cover down that left-hand side with Cresswell if needed. Benrahma, I think, will be a pivotal role he play in this West Ham attack this evening. There's been talks about where he doesn't track back and all that, and it's a bit bad defensively. But what I see with Benrahma, he's a player that can create a lot. Technically, possibly better than Lingard. If you ask me, can you swap Benrahma for Lingard right now? Could be an unpopular opinion. Could be a popular opinion. I would swap Benrahma. I wouldn't swap Benrahma for Lingard. Not just age, I think there's a lot of factors for it. I think Benrahma has a lot of potential. He could be one of the best skilled players in the Premier League. He's a Mahrez type of feel from, and he's Algerian as well. Thanks, bro. And then you look at the strike position, Antonio. Now, Antonio's an interesting one. Scores tonight, he breaks the record, I think, Paulo Di Canio's goal scoring record for us. It's a tricky one. If he plays the way a striker plays and uses his brain tonight and it works, for obvious reasons he scores. Does Antonio turn up tonight is the question. Does his hamstrings turn up tonight? But injury aside, I think Antonio can be a very good player on his day. But at parts of the game last time, just like 10 minutes ago, actually, man. But what's it called? Yeah, but what was it? Antonio, on his day, if we can get a player that's, like, he makes those runs, he holds it up. Sometimes he's thinking he's off striker, he's positioning, he's finishing. If he can get those all right tonight, Leicester have to watch out. And we'll look at Leicester's team really quickly. In goals, I think they've gone with the man himself, Kasper Schmeichel, Danish number 1, Danish captain. What a man! He's very good. In the defence, they've gone with the back 4, I think, so that's quite interesting. They've gone with Luke Thomas, the youngster left back, so maybe that's the side Jared Bowen and Relmir Kufal, I think, can really exploit this evening. So that'll be very interesting indeed there. In the right back position, Ricardo Pereira only come on, I think, as a second half substitute against us in the end last season. Injured for a lot of it, but when he's not injured, he's one of the top 3-5 best right backs in the league. I think he's a cracking player going forward. Yeah, brilliant threat. He got an assist last week in the win over Wolves. And Pereira, defensively, it's hard to catch him out. So he'll be a key player for him. In the centre-back role, this is an interesting part. Marty, who's a right-back and very inexperienced, and Sionchu, who's good but a mistake in him. Sionchu was good, maybe not as much last season, but definitely the season before. And he's a standout first season at the club. I'd be looking at Antonio tonight, looking to bully them. I really would. Sionchu, made a mistake against us. He was either the season we played him last year. Yeah, it was last year in one of the games. He passed the ball back, and as Antonio somewhere ran in behind or Bowen and scored. Put pressure on them this evening. That's what we need to look at. In the midfield, indeed, and this is where I've got a key battle this evening. I think that's a huge area of the team. I don't know who wins. I think Rice and Ndidi are so similar. One of them obviously be better than the other. I don't know who. I would say Rice, but Ndidi is not far behind. Tielemans and then with Souček, very, very similar as well. Souček it's very close. So I wouldn't say Souček's better, as good as Souček is. I think Tielemans, for the youngest age he is, for goals he gets outside, inside the box, for the runs he makes, the recoveries he makes, I think he's a very good player, and he can cause a lot of problems this evening, especially if indeed he can get hold of that midfield. I think that the license that Tielemans can get to get forward is good enough for him to create a chance or even score himself. And then the Madison in behind that, that's a very interesting one. He did play against us actually, because remember he had COVID breached in the end of April when we played him. He's a player that will cause problems. The reason why Arsenal and other clubs are looking for him. He's again another player that can link up, play well. He's very able to shoot. He's a brain and eye for goal. And then up front, the front three of of Barnes, who again missed this game last season against us. He started recovering his form after Christmas, and then he got injured a few weeks later. What a threat he is! Very underrated from the inside. He can cut in, very good player. On the other side, we've got to watch out this evening with So Vardy's up top. We know about Vardy, how good, how impressive he is. And a man that's always good. And I have another player to watch this evening of Jose Perez. Now, Perez, the Spanish youngster, the ex-Newcastle winger, he can play in cam and right wing. He is a player that Leicester fans aren't happy with recently, but he's the best record from a Leicester player against West Ham in recent years. He scored, I think, 4 times his last 3 against West Ham. And he's a tricky one. He's not the fastest player, but he's a very good technical player. And don't be surprised if he gets a goal or an assist or 2 tonight. Very interesting player to watch. So that is my where I'm at with that. I think it's a very interesting battle, as I said this evening. And we could easily, there's so many areas in the pitch. I think that luckily for us, I think their defence is the one we can get at, but also they're looking at us. And their 2 fullbacks, especially Ricardo Pereira, can really cause problems. Where will this game be won and lost this evening? It'll be in the midfield, but it'll be very interesting to see who can come out on top and win that. Now, the lineups are the bottom, as we've spoken about there already. Scoreboard here if you're ready. My score prediction for the game is 3-1 Leicester. Bowen will score, and I think Vardy will score first. Then I think Maddison will score first. Then Bowen will get an equaliser. Vardy will score, and then Dak will come on replacing towards the end, looking for fresh legs to finish the game, and he'll score against us and shush us. So that's what I think there will be tonight. Players to watch. We spoke about this briefly in the team plan a few minutes ago. Jamie Vardy for Leicester City. I think Vardy's a different animal. He's not the one that was 4 or 5 years ago or so in the Leicester City title winning season. I think he lost his legs a tiny bit. He's lost his speed. Maybe argue composure, but he's a man that's on a mission, and a man that gives many space, regardless of pace. He will exploit it, and more than 90% of the time or so finish the chances he gets. You can't switch off against him. Dawson and Ogbonna are going to have a really tight test this evening against him. When we played against him in the away fixture last season, we were it was a very good battle that we kept him quiet in. For majority of the time, we kept him the home game we won last season as well. For at least the first half, he was very quiet. Now, remember, he got taken off in the end. It was Ian Atchoo scored. So if you can keep him quiet, which you can, but it's a hard job, he's someone you can watch, but we might be okay. A man that will cause huge problems in the midfield, and same with Ndidi, is Yuri Tielemans. So we spoke about him briefly a minute ago as well. I think he's going to be the biggest threat Leicester will have tonight. I think anything that comes into the attack, anything that comes will be through the midfield. I think Ndidi will break it up. But Tielemans, if he gets hold of the ball, he can cause a lot of problems. He's a good bet to score tonight. Yuri Tielemans, the Belgium youngster, I think he could cause a lot of problems. And Jose Perez from Spain. Now, we spoke about him a minute ago. He's got a good record against West Ham. Like Callum Wilson, he'll probably score, assist, or but. If someone scores in the attack, I think he's down that right side up against Creswell. I think he'll fancy his chances. He's one of those that is hot and cold, but we have to make sure it's cold tonight instead of hot for Paris. So that's going to be interesting about as well, to be fair. Look, we're not far away from kickoff. What I want to see tonight from Moyes, we haven't got a lot of options, but in the appropriate areas, if we need to see make subs at the right time, at the right place. From the team, I want to see chances being taken. I want to see chances being created. I want to see Dawson sticking tight with his defender, staying goal side. I want to see good line of defence. I want to see keeping the likes of Vardy, Maddison quiet. I want to see that midfield battle being won. And I want to see, no stupid errors. I want to see good tempo of the game tonight. And our attacking is no problem. I don't worry with our attack. We can definitely score 2 or 3 goals plus against them. Sure, last season we put 6 past Leicester. The defence, fairness, we only conceded 2 and 1 was in late towards the end of the game. How you doing? No. What's it called? But yeah, we know what he's like defensively. We conceded 2 against Newcastle. Want to watch this evening the headers cross into the box. Leicester will have looked at that against Newcastle last week, and they know what we're all about defensively. Kufal had the poor first half last week. Also had a brilliant first half, but then again, a lot for his attacking play. Needs to watch his defensive play this evening, which is going to be quite interesting as well. Look. It's a big one. I don't think there's anything wrong with the team here. Look, the table is what it is at the start of the game. In 2 after tonight, got good fixtures. Everyone has to play each other twice. But I spoke about this earlier. We took 3 points off a team last season who we got no points off of. Those 3 points would have got us Champions League. This game now, if we go off and lose 3 points tonight, then that's just losing the 3 points we got last week, and then that's no progress. Now, obviously, it's a whole season. But if you want to make progress, you've got to be sticking around with these teams, especially at home. Don't make it embarrassing tonight with the return of home fans and go off and have a stinker. No, I think the mentality and the strength of these lads, they won't. They're good enough. The fans are back. We're ready. We're hungry. But we have to be up for it tonight. There cannot be mistakes. We cannot switch off any moment at all. And, ultimately, we have to be on the ball, on the point, and be able to put chances away. Can I come on with you? If you want. I mean, I doubt you're still in Italy, are you? But let's go. Yeah, big game, and we're just over 25 minutes at a time to kick off. So in terms of tips tonight, let's see what there is indeed. Could have a check here now. There will be goals tonight. I would imagine. I'd be very, very shocked if I didn't see goals tonight.
Exactly where we want to. And as the ball gets played over, eventually now James on the back foot. He's got the run on it. He's deep on his own, similar to Mari.
Laborde and Zuma are in advanced talks right now, which is quite interesting.
Continue for 1 kilometre.
Don't know what's wrong with this one here.
to the day that I stopped watching this. You're there.
Apparently, your has been given 5 games to save his job, and contest and talks with Arsenal. Quite interesting.
It's 6. I'm thinking, it's bad. It's really bad. No, I've not even done that. I wish I'd got in front of him to make him shift his position. Honestly, he can't get played over the top. He can run out of play. He's 6'2" damage another. There's no way a physically can compete with him. He can go left or right. And as you see the ball get played into him there, he rolls me. I'm too tight. I can't see the ball. It's really, really poor defending. And we've all been there. We've all been rolled. We've all had physical players who get played into them. But there is a way of dealing with it. Step in front and be brave and shift him. Or, if it does get played into his feet, step back off him so at least you can see the ball. Once it's controlled, you can see, then you can come up. But you can't be there directly behind him as the ball's arriving. So that's when they do that, or they do that, and you've no chance of playing against these world-class players. Strong or not, if you really tight, they just roll it past you and do you want.
I mean, I'm really constructive so often those games with Benitez and Mourinho, and when you're a defender, you're always told it might be so. It doesn't matter what level of football, tight and strong, aggressive, let him know when you It was completely the opposite when you played in someone like Lukaku or a Drogba. I'm always trying to stay away from him.
But he has got advice as well.
Yeah, but they're trying to mark you. So when you see Lukaku yesterday, he's trying to mark Mario. So when we played against Chelsea, we never always got it right. But it would be a case of when the ball went back, push up, make Drogba come back on the side, and as soon as in front of you, drop off. You never actually want to be up against them. You never actually want to be near. You get someone in front, and you need 2 players to come.
What would Alex have said about that? When you've got like a big striker like that who has ability to score goals as well, and a couple of players that he could bring into the game around him, would he be thinking about the target man or the players around him as Mikel Arteta perhaps?
Yeah, Jamie mentioned before about Arsenal thinking about Arsenal thinking about Chelsea's number 10. And of course, the threat mounting Havertz, but you've got to deal with the priority. You've got to deal with the priority. The priority is Lukaku. Mr. Alex and his team talks would attend to the danger. And you can argue that when you're playing against a good team, there's lots of dangers. But if you're playing against Arsenal, their left side, Perez, Henry, Cole. Yeah, it doesn't say that Ray Parlour might not do something on that right-hand side, but attend to this, and you've got a great chance of winning the match. Arsenal didn't attend to Lukaku yesterday. If the thing about the number 10s, a little bit of smoke screen the number 10s. Is Mount Havertz?
So we're just quickly going over the tips right now for the match.
He's gonna finish you off, and he just absolutely destroyed them. So stopping the ball game, I was amazed he didn't play the box. The two back players, the 2 in front, really close together, never moving. That might mean that Chelsea get more possession. It might mean that Kovacic and Jorginho get the ball deeper. Who cares? Who cares if Kovacic and Jorginho get the ball? Now, Liverpool might do it a different way, Jurgen Klopp on Saturday. That would be really intriguing. He might step up the game. He might step up onto Jorginho and Kovacic with players. He might push up the pitch and let Lukaku run deep in behind. He might do it. You either step up and be aggressive that way, or drop deep and stop it going into him. You can't have it either or. Arsenal get caught in between either not stop it going into his feet or pushing up the pitch to put pressure on.
Do you think Jurgen Klopp will be a lot less worried because he's got Virgil van Dijk?
Yeah, the best thing to describe Arsenal is the almost trying to play everyone City or Liverpool want to be players to cope with that. Now, Liverpool don't change Chelsea. You've got to defender cope with everybody 1v1. We'll show clips later on later on like cope 2v1. But here's the one player sitting in the Premier League who will fancy Chelsea when he's can't do the same. But Liverpool will be brave, Jurgen Klopp will be brave because he's got someone on that stature. And I have no doubt this will be a great battle. Who knows who'll come out on top. But Liverpool, I have no doubt will be looking to push up to the halfway line.
But if you're Van Dijk as great a centre back as he is, I'm sure that if Leicester's Fabinho he's back next weekend, he's going to say to him, just get in front of me and shield that pass into me. He's still going to want that ball not to be played into Lukaku.
Listen, I don't think we should. I'm not trying to knock Lukaku here. He's been in England before. He's a top striker. But what we saw yesterday doesn't mean he's going to do that to every defence. That was bad organisation. You know, Lukaku hasn't been doing that every time he's in a Manchester United shirt or an Everton shirt. He's a handful. He's a top striker. He'll score lots of goals. But a lot of that was Arsenal's own.
Really good start for Lukaku and for Chelsea. It's a mouth-watering game next week, isn't it? We'll see behind with us on Saturday Night Football. Fascinating game tonight as well, with 2 of the top 6 who we focus on next. West Ham United taking on Leicester City. Sponsored by Bet365.
So yeah, we are moments away. Well, not moment, about 20 minutes away. It's almost at a time. Not the time. Actually, never mind. We kick off.
The winds of change are blowing through, and a new path lies open ahead. It's all about having the power, technology, and style to breeze through and live those perfect moments in the beautiful storm called life.
I've gone with Leicester to score 2 or more goals. I back it. I do back it online.
This season, at Trek, it's time for new and old rivalries. It's time for passion. Download our app or visit betfred.com to bet you play hundreds of matches from all the biggest leagues. Get a double or treble the odds on the first goal scorer bets with double delight and hat-trick everything. And build your own unique bets with our pick-up on Builder. Betfred this season online and on mobile.
Erectile dysfunction. What does it mean? Why is it happening?
Doesn't get booked now on there.
Heart disease, diabetes, low testosterone. Our erectile dysfunction blood test will help you figure it out. The erectile dysfunction.
Draw after 15 minutes. Watch them score in the first minute or something. Just watch it.
At newland.com.
Wait a minute. Verona and Inter Milan, are they playing tonight or is it tomorrow's story? But yeah, we'll be back in a few minutes. Alright, we're live, guys. We're ready for kick-off. Westham United against Leicester City. Home fans, home kick onto this team, and they've got to be ready, hopefully. Will they be? Let's find out.
Yeah, but I've got to say, I think the pundits, I think people who watch the game, suppose, I think it's been the calmest everybody's been about it. Because I think
Big game for the boys, isn't it, this evening? Oh man, we have to get something. If we got anything out of this game this evening, it would be a really, really big statement.
I think that's been partly why the British football, the Premier League football, has been so exciting. You know, our game is based around a physical game. I think that probably over a few years, the word contact has meant that if there was any contact whatsoever, it was a foul. That's not the case. You know, I did think the one yesterday was a foul in the Manchester United game. You know, and that's where you've got to distinguish between being strong and aggressive. You know, Fernandes has got his body between the ball and the man knocks him over. That's a foul. So it's the understanding for referees as well. But I think for the game it'll be better, and hopefully
It's two managers speaking literally less than 4 minutes before we got here now. Those bubbles blowing, man. Come on, you Irons. Come on.
We've sort of talked about standards over the last few years. Mike Riley's taken an absolute hammering, but the last couple of weekends have been so enjoyable. I do think that the managers who are asking for them to go sort of be a little bit tougher and go back to how we were and misreading the room, I really do. Because, you know, what I think David Moyes and Brendan Rodgers have said there is absolutely spot on and outstanding in these first 2 weeks. Obviously, fans coming back from the refereeing for the 2 week process, the players are absolutely
Doing it.
occasion in the environment as well. That's how fans are as well. And making their presence felt.
Jamie Vardy, what's he going to do?
Top 6 in action in an adverse. One thing like football of this season.
I've looked everywhere. United. Come on, you guys, come on. New commentator in Sky Sports. Ugh. What we saying? If anyone's listening, I what we saying with him. Very low voice, something I like to share.
The same pitch as last weekend too, with youngsters Jamal Baptiste and Connor Coventry again involved in the matchday squad.
Big game for the boys, isn't it? Let's just double check. West Ham team we know, the Leicester team we know, Schmeichel and goals. Pereira, Marty, Sancho, Thomas. We've got a target goals to center around. We've got some. Yeah, and that left back, have to do it. DDT knows the fields. Yeah, Thomas came on again to the second half actually in the game at home last season. I mean, very good at it. You know, we beat Barnes, Madison, Paris in the 3 up top. 43. Striker Barry up top. Oh, yeah. Bench is very good. Very, very strong bench for Leicester. Very nasty injuries. I can't listen to the commentator. I'm sorry. I can't. Big game for the boys. Come on, be up for it, lads. Here we go, mate. 30 down the road here, so isn't it? Sure, there. Nice away kick for Leicester. That's a third hit. Yeah. Well, Vardy didn't score, or at least an onside goal against last season, which is quite interesting. Try and keep it quiet again. Just under meant to kick off. It is 8 p.m. now. Should be kicking off. Taking the lead, the players, I think. Hopefully, no boost for the players taking the lead. The black lives do matter.
Well, these two sides met just over 4 months ago in a 5-goal fest. More of the same would be very welcome indeed.
Yeah, I don't know why they're wearing that case. Just wait the blue and purple because I don't know. Come on, you Irons. Come on, boys. Second best home record. It's second best team.
It's been a while.
I just don't know why that doesn't affect them. And we're off Westham. They see our first day from right to left in the first half. Should home kick along as usual. I would say I'd love an early goal. Well, once it's not for them, but at the same time, it would worry you, wouldn't you? No, scoring the first for us wouldn't be great either, to be fair with it. One probably will let him have the ball and sit back with the counter attack, to be fair. But we got to get on the ball this season, and we've got to be clinical in goal. We absolutely have to. Kick a long ball in behind. Go and lose love from every touch already. Barnes. Dawson was his favourite ball. Away. Barnes on the left. I think it's the first time. Pretty head away by Dawson once again. Who's Harvey Barnes? He went up winning the back. Antonio. Wrong time. That's what I mean with Antonio. Ben Rama's running behind. He just, the decision making wasn't there at the right time again. Yeah, there's miscommunication up there. Communication is so important, to be fair. I would love it. I absolutely love it. We could go win this evening. It will be an open game. It's Newcastle away last week.
Ready. Pereira.
Dawson long way behind. Somebody got the long stretch for pass of it. That was there. Suchek and Madison. Let's reject the free. Not a bad advantage, I think. I don't know what to do that. Throws them down, good press well. Throw for Leicester out by Thomas in the end. And Luke Thomas for Leicester is a very interesting man to watch as well. Eventually hits along. This is back down for Ndidi midfield. Leicester starting to gain a lot of possession in the opening few minutes, yeah. I mean, it's 80-20 Leicester so far in the goalometer. Someone's going to score to be the travelling team. There's back for Ndidi. No, never mind. No, it's all right letting them have the ball and sit back and wait for the counter attack, but it's also another part letting them have too much, especially when you're the home team. You can't do that. Fans won't like that. Schmeichel's restarting play from the back for Leicester City. All right, we're boxing them in. We're closing the options down in space. So then already 5 minutes in the clock here. We're doing a good job so far defensively. Just need to get more attacking options. We only have one half chance so far. Brilliant interception by Rice. And Tony holds it up on the left. And Rama also the overlap on that side. Where's it falling up? Oh, I don't like Tony hobbling there a bit. And Rama, keep it in. Back for Rice. Gonna do it. Rama 1-2. Oh, Ben Rama. Hello. Gee, he's a lot of tight space there, a lot of options goes him down. But Tom's going in, you know. He had a little finesse, swung it in, but there was just no power in it straight to Michael. But there was a curl in that, like a little bit of a curve if you had more power and pace in that. It stays now.
Pass it to a degree, but when it gets so far on the pitch, then they'll try and pinch it.
I'm trying to press down Marty. High press up the pitch. Not really let Leicester go forward too much so far, which is quite interesting, really.
He wants more with time, but no one to pass to. Except Soyuncu. Holding that shape.
Yeah, nice shape roll out to the too much share on Cresswell. It's Herald's run now. Cresswell's down. I mean, I don't mind when people get injured because I'm expecting it to happen. What's going on with it? Hopped in his back like he's a horse, Jamie. It's a bit excessive, isn't it? Like it's so. I get you want to keep money from the owners, like, but there has to be a point where you look at this and say, you can't even run a club if you have players. Forget that. I think Cresswell's alright if it wins, maybe it's not. Yeah, safe from Suchek. Sancho out of the way. That midfield, that's where our ball hoofed it long for Antonio. As well. Kicked it far. Can we keep it in? Someone can. Westham throw in the 9th minute early. Quick start in the stadium. Fair enough. Yeah, I don't know what's had a shot as far as I'm aware yet. No one's had a shot on target, definitely.
Side to do the double over Leicester City last season.
St James's Park, it was very much 4-2-3-1 with 3 attacking midfielders and Antonio's the longest strike.
Basically 4-4-2 tonight, yeah. Tielemans is fouled by Donald. And Ram, I think. On the left, heavy touch from Madison wins it back. So we're playing with a 4-4-2 apparently. Bernal's gone up top with Antonio and then Rama and Bowen as the winger, so that's quite interesting to be fair. Nearly a 4-2-4 even, when we're attacking. Team with lots of space left, I like this. Madison. Right, tries to get a leg in, doesn't get much in the end. Madison. Kufal reads it brilliantly. Away on a counter hopefully now. Tony holds up well, defends Bowen. That will Leicester player, let Westham throw in. Let's try. And it's amazing because we are dangerous in attacks. We do great things sometimes. To be fair, going forward. But I look again. I said it last week. Every other team that normally goes forward, and just look. Maybe it's the way we're set up, but they just look more threatening than us. Well, space is right there. You're like, oh my god, are they going to do something? Maybe it's because I don't want them to do something. I'm just worried. And other teams are like that against us. But I just don't think we're going to score when we get forward enough. No, we don't look encouraging. I feel like we don't know what we're going to do with it. That's the drive to the left for Leicester's tap. No foul. Yeah, no free kick. Brilliant, Mike Oliver. Good referee. Check lockdown from Ndidi. That's what back is there. Bonner, kick it long. Long ball on the ground. Free up Westham. Didn't think it was a free, but maybe he clipped him good now. Fornals is down. Might have injuries now.
Fornals to pinch the ball. Referee feels he went through the man to get to the ball.
I think it is, to be fair, you know.
Unfortunately, he reads the forward ball, seems to step in front of his man. See why he's unhappy.
Anyway, still at all. 13 minutes in nearly in the London Stadium this evening. Look, I'll take a point out of this. A win be huge and lose. Just it wouldn't be devastating, but it would just be a bit annoying. Dawson. Good foul. Something in the box. Price shoots. I hate those shots. They're never going in. He needs to know himself, Price. Just because the crowd urge you on, in those moments, he needs to stop wanting to score that much. You've got to be less selfish than that. I'd say so if it was close, but he's so far away. It's a big waste. I think it's first shot of the game anyway, somewhere. Those moments will cost us. You're not going to do that in the last minute, I hope, of a game, would you? You're looking for an equaliser or a winner, so why would you do it now? So back, needs to just get back up on the left of the centre back's fence. Yeah, Madison's looked more dangerous than Barnes, to be fair, so far. We've kept Vardy quiet so far, which is quite interesting. Their shape is also matching ours, which is good. It looks solid. On the left again. Barnes. Dawson. I didn't know what he wants to do, he trying to make his mind up, wasn't he? Thomas, Bowen, and Fornals win it back in the end, track him back brilliantly. So Ben Rama's going to have to get better doing it. Very high press with Leicester so far. But we can handle the counter, which be interesting. As well. Rice. Right pass. Brilliant pass forward. Tony tried to lay off both Ben Rama behind, but in the end, unfortunately.
Stepping forward down the left-hand side when Rama will drive midfield, get close to Antonio. So Inchu. Thomas, who settled to the left back role. Spenya, through there.
But very chasing behind him and kicks it along the right. Tony holds up the jam ball. But nice advantage Westham, I think. Gulliver plays on. Tonio indeed is chasing down. Tonio again. I asked Stephen, I said I want decision making, and we're not getting it. That corner maybe deflected it on. I think it was so. Maybe it wasn't meant for that long. He missed it by a mile. That's really embarrassing for our club striker, apparently. The only striker we've got in the club. Who's not even a striker, just keep remembering. Pass from Tielemans, misplaced to me. Throw for West Ham, 70 minutes on the clock nearly.
Two settled sides.
Brilliant pass, picked up a Rice. Fornals. Just 2 shots I've had so far have been absolute worst shots I've seen in my life from Rice and Antonio, and just 2 big opportunities that I hope we don't regret. That's terrible from Dawson again. They it back to Barnes. It's to regain position back in their own half. I worry about Dawson, I do. He's good. Starting to think he's good to have squad for squad depth. He worked well last season. Going forward, you're not going to need him there. You just can't have him in your team. Ogbonna has been proven. Dawson isn't proven himself. Not to be top class. And that's what we need. Yeah, Vardy's beside Fabianski in goals for us. He's the fewest touch suffer. Then Penrama, Perez, and Bowen. And that's good and bad. But that's for Barnes. Like, off communication again. The way about Dawson thinks again. I need one chance for Verdi. That's the problem. I'd be from first 30 minutes to nearly the half. I'm content, but I'm a bit nervous, just anxious, just to see where we're at. I'm intrigued. That's the best way of putting it. I don't know what our game plan is yet. I'm starting to get it. I'm just wondering what we're expecting. Didi tried to get Benrahma, brilliant from Algerian King. There's the back for Bona. Like, if I would say who'd be happier right now, I would still say us. Because we've still looked dangerous when we've got forward. We haven't got forward enough, mind you, but we have looked. And Rama, Antonio, stays on. West Ham corners is good. I like it. Ricardo Blackson.
Pins defenders, he secures possession, links it back into midfield, looks to create chances for the score.
Gotta go one out Dawson, right, Suchek, anyone's heading this, have to be able to do it. Croswell's not taking it. It's quite interesting. Who's it? Bowen taking it. Good livery. Better not. Wasn't a bad livery, mind you, to be fair, but what'll be after the counter now. For the foul again. Fair enough. Madison clip before Niles. He kind of was on him, to be fair, I'll give him that. I'd be annoyed if he wasn't going against us. Or giving for us.
So far. On the balance of play, Leicester with plenty of the ball. But West Ham, the more and the dangerous positions and efforts on goal. Pretty much a back three in possession. Luke Thomas, the left back, playing his leg at the left hand side in centre half. So Luke and Amati, they feel that defensive line. Ricardo's pushed on, arms down the left hand side. So good understanding, morphing that back four into a back three.
That's space though in the left. Leicester. Barnes again. Thomas in the overlap alongside him. Madison, brilliant cutting it out. Back for Ndidi. Tight space, both attacks having. Too much Ricardo on the right, and it's goal kick West Ham. Or must place pass from Tielemans again. Yeah, Ben Ramad switched off. Gotta get tired of that, to be fair. And let's bring it back in. I don't know. I'm content, but as I said, I'm intrigued. Madison. I just don't agree with the fact that I don't care how we're setting up. Well, Antonio wins back off Ndidi. Put it back in. It's fine. But yeah, as I said, I don't agree with the way we're playing. Ball in line. Perez, Fabian, no bother. No, there's someone in the box closer to that. It's probably a goal, you know. And lose again. I don't know. I don't know. Barnes against 2-3 West Ham defenders. Holds them off. Thomas in the overlap. On the left. Oh! Bon and Vardy could have been offside, but he had to get his leg out there in the end, didn't he? I don't want Vardy to score, man. He'd do his celebration. Too much on it again. To Barnes this time from Tim Tielemans, I'm not sure. Yeah, again, it was. Tielemans being key. He's gotten the ball a lot so far, and what he will end up doing eventually, he will end up making that right pass. So you got to be careful of.
That's what they need to do. They need to move West Ham around, sit the ball around. That's the way to break them down.
We're being stubborn. We're being like the West Ham all last season, which is quite interesting.
So far, similar pattern to the game in the King Power last season. West Ham's served up the pressure and the team still 3-0 on their own pitch.
And for sure, West Ham free. The advantage Sanko gives it away. I think that's right. Interesting. Not a lot of corners. It is 31 for West Ham. That's literally all.
Antonio's outfield striker does the ability to outmuscle him, so he tries to get to the ball all the time. Antonio will use that rolling and getting behind him.
Hold on for Dawson, who worried around the ball. Feed Bowen in behind. He's kicked out on the right by Sancho in the end, who looks a bit dodgy so far. He looks worried. That's not drawn. Westham. Suchek shot blocked. I would have taken a shot there, so I don't mind that. Lumley could have done there. Rama doesn't assist, even a goal wouldn't mind again. Rice. Field when Rama things in. Good ball. Early in the ball holds up well. Schmeichel in the end again. 25 minutes to the clock, nearly after the first half. Martial for Sancho, 1-2. He's up the tempo, but I asked for a tempo that was high today, and we're not really getting there, are we? Not bad, mind you, but not great. Fornals too much in the left, Benrahma. I think. Yes, brilliant! Brilliant. Pablo Fornals 1-0. Let's go. 1-0 for the Hammers. Pablo Fornals. Oh yes, lads. We're na 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 na. We're all going on a European tour, European tour, European tour. What a goal! We just show you here. What a! I thought there was an option here, and Sancho, you know, has been looking dangerous. With Amartey back there, brilliant section midfield. I don't know who it was. If I'm right, that was the chance. I thought it was too much initially from into Benrahma. Strings across from Fornals, who initially passed the first time. Oh, brilliant! Very good.
He picks him out, and the finish is sensational. The pace on the ball, it just redirects it, just guides it towards the far post. Brilliant finish, brilliant counter-attacking goal.
That's a very, very good goal. Man, Benrahma stop getting assists. What a man, what a legend. He scored against Leicester last season. He scored against them again this season. Westham United. The first goal of the game. He loves scoring, doesn't he? Fornals against Leicester. He scored in the away game last year, didn't he? Takes that touch and he knows exactly what Fornals wants and plays it too. So there's no hoping it works out. Anyway, good start, but we got to keep it going. Now we're a bit more happier defensively. Thing is, what I would say about all their players have done well is that a player or two you can at least say that haven't done it for Leicester as much. 28 minutes on the clock nearly, still Westham 1, Leicester 0. We're going to change the score as well now. Fabian goals, I presume. What a start. I think now, from what I saw as well, since pre-season the last game, I know it's too early to say, we have looked better without jumping the gun already from last season. We're playing some nice stuff here to be fair. Looked to be a foul there from Ndidi and Benrahma, but then again, not everybody contact is a foul. He probably just lost strength to him, so I'll let him off for that. Now, if it's a goal, we'll be back to different discussion, but still. The half an hour in Dublin Stadium gone. It's a potentially good, better season we can have than last year. We really can. Why can't we go in the same trajectory than Leicester? Why can't we? Bowen, it's a back for Benrahma. Is there advantage? I don't know. The overlap. Bowen. Ronaldo's dropping deep in the centre. A lot of options up front for him. Foul out on the right out wide. In for the header. Marty heads it away. Goes onside. Suchek, oh! The way the commentator was going, I thought it was a goal. Alright, we're getting a lot of ball and we're in a lot of joy. We got the header one, we just mistimed the header. Or just didn't direct the header in the best place in the end. Yeah, I think since we scored, we definitely stepped in better, but we'll probably jinx it now, but anyway.
Newcastle, they played with fully attacking midfield to Fornells, Murray on that left hand side, so they just tweaked it again. The goal came from Fornells, winning the ball back, getting on the ball in the central area, and scoring from there as well. So he's changing his position, changing Ben Rama's position. It's worked ever so well. It's Perez.
Perez is young, Faraday behind. Back out in the midfield, the ball for Tielemans on the right. Don't let the heads drop now. Use the momentum, use the crowd. Follow. Pereira. Oh, best chance of the game for Leicester so far. Pereira just slid the side netting. Trump was on, wasn't it? Couldn't have fouled. Rama again switched off. Poor defensively. He slipped at Pereira in the end, and if he didn't, they're saying we could have been a huge show there from Pereira. They will be back, bouncing back, Leicester. Let's not forget that, to be fair. One shot for Leicester so far, only 6 shots. All for us. What's happening?
He gets it forward towards Perez. Dini has been rattled in this first half. True stepping out. It's been a tricky first half now for Leicester City. Westham. It was a test for Bianski.
Alright, guys, still 1-0. 32 minutes in the clock, nearly. No takes.
Absolutely, we feel we can compare to team with that amount of possession, but they really struggled to lay a glove on West Ham, and it's actually West Ham who less of the ball.
Tactical masterclass from the Messiah once again. You gotta admit, don't you? Just gotta say it, mate.
Stages. They understand that this West Ham side is very effective on the counter. It's that through to see James's mark. Martin. Layoff on Madison. Perez.
Get back for Perez, shot in centre-ish.
Dini. Tielemans.
Tielemans. From Marty. Brilliant by Rice. Absolutely brilliant. Come on, Ben Rama, get your foot in. Lot of space there in the end for Perez and doing all right.
Assuming that is a shot from Perez. That's better for Leicester, zipping the ball around, moving West Ham around. Takes the way of
Poor by Ben Rama defensively. Oof. He had a shot. He had a bit of time as well as Perez again. Pereira's shot. And again, Rice was close down. He missed the connection with the ball. If he got it right, he had at least a shot there against Fabianski there. He's got to worry with that. Watch him. Rice. Rest on flows out quick. Now back Fabianski kicks it long. Shaw gets the head down. Well as commentator said there, and Sanchez kicks it out. Fornals chased it down. Another West Ham throw in the 34th minute nearly. In by Antonio, I think. Bowen gets a corner for us. Lovely. Chance very good by Jared Bowen then. That was very good. You don't see that, do you? And that's what I'm saying. I think Sancho's been very suspect so far. I think Amartey's been the better of the two, and he's not even the centre back out of them. Tossing up on our right, Suchek all the boys up again. The different side this time. Could do with bookings actually. I have booking points in the bet. Oh my God, Dawson! He needs to get these players on target. He's not getting them in his own. I think Ogbonna collided with him midway to getting on target, was he? He got out pushed in by Ogbonna at the end, I think.
Searching for more efforts on goal. Here's Thomas. Anderson.
Hit by Bowen on Thomas there in the end, vanished Leicester. They're starting to get space, aren't they, Leicester? Now, as I said before the game, the preview, that everyone's have to work for everyone.
It's extraordinary, but again, hasn't really got Leicester anywhere.
Sancho with 69 touches and Amartey with 54 touches. So far, that's two centre halves are flying out. Fullback is in. If Vardy hasn't arrived to turn up at the party, has he? 2 minutes behind. Find Vardy. Ooh. Or Madison rather, but I think we'll go off by Dawson in the end, and it's a goalkeeper for West Ham. That's good foul in the cover actually. Ronaldo Antonio holds it up well. Brilliant pivot in this attack. Don't shoot. Ref. Oh, referee. And it's poor decision from Antonio. It's really poor. It's like that's what I mean. He hasn't got the brain of a striker. That's the problem. And that's what people say. Oh, but he's a striker now. He's not. He hasn't got the brain of one. He's being played in a striker position.
It's fair to say they're watching a very different team than the one that they saw before the gates were closed. After relegation.
Michael kicks out Antonio pressing him. Only 4 now looked touched down there, but anyway, 38 minutes on the clock, 7 to the break was added time. And Sanchez before he kicks out because Antonio Fornals is down injured as well.
Sinister in it.
Probably snapped some, wasn't it? Oh, he stepped in him. He didn't intentionally do it, but
stumbling himself as well. It's actually take it all back. That is a horrible challenge from Jose Perez.
Yeah.
To me, that's completely unnecessary. Just watch his left foot here. That is reckless. That's dangerous.
That's yellow, even a red, you said.
Very fortunate to escape that yellow card at the very least. Because I feel, even though stumbling, he has the opportunity to
leaving already.
Challenge.
I don't think Perez needs to do that one bit. VAR having a look at it. He's got to get leaks, but I wouldn't be surprised if he got a red card for that. I'd even say about our own player.
These are the pictures being looked at by
To be fair, I mean, I haven't noticed him on the pitch anyway, but it'd be nice if he got 10 anyways.
Yeah, Perez's defence will be I'm off balance and again I'm stretching. But to me, I feel he knows exactly what he's doing here.
He's going to have a look, Michael.
Checking the pitch. Manager goes. I think he's got a good here. I really do. This is not bad for my booking points either, part. Things.
Well, as expected, Westham crowds are expecting to see a red card here. Will that
I think it's got to be, you know. Just don't be surprised if it isn't. If it is, don't be surprised if it isn't either. It'll be made.
Here we go. It's going to be a red card.
It's a red card for Paris for Leicester.
And Leicester, a goal down, and now Amanda.
Well, for me, VAR is absolutely good.
And fair play to VAR. I just don't think you can actually have question marks about that. That's on the last point. Go, Buster.
It's a horrible challenge.
And it's still
They're not happy with that. There's controversy with them there. Paris red card for Leicester, and they're on to 10 men. And that's more of a reason, that ammunition for us to go forward and win this game. We've got to do it. Just get off. Like, they're not going to change their mind about it. I don't understand what their logic is. Like,
Andy, what's your take on this particular? Because they're not happy, the Leicester players.
I'm presuming Perez's defence, the Leicester players' defence will be that it got knocked to slightly off balance, that there was absolutely no intent. But it isn't about intent. Intent is immaterial. It's whether that challenge, the way you go into it, becomes reckless and dangerous. And clearly it does. From this angle, you can see it perfectly. Yes, he's been bumped, but he has a little look. He sees where Cornell's is, and his foot doesn't need to make contact.
there's no need to do that. Exactly, he didn't go for the ball. He literally went straight in, studs on your man's leg.
Under pressure, there's no foul there. The referee is looking through Perez, can't actually see the contact. Did the right thing. Have a look at it again. He's got it absolutely right.
Yeah, correct. It's a very controversial one, but I've seen maybe 75 to 5. That's the right one.
And that's the first career red card for Jose Perez.
And this is interesting. Yeah, I got to look at Oliver in the first place, how he didn't think that was written down. Yeah, he was beside us. 42nd minute in the game anyway. It'd probably be at least 3 minutes, 4 minutes or so on anyway. Okay, another roast that. Yeah, it's quite interesting really. That poor delivery from Cresswell. Rice tried to get to it, but not in the end.
Of course, we don't like to see players getting sent off. It's a really intriguing contest 11 against 11. When again a player does what Perez has done, then he'll have his excuses, reasons why he made that challenge. But again, having played the game, maybe many challenges myself, been on the end of them. That's why I kind of know it just has that little look, and he can avoid catching the West Ham player. You feel the officials have played it correctly.
Well, stand with a man advantage. Is Rice.
Yeah, it is. There's way more saying it is a red than it's not a red. And that's fair enough. You can understand that. Anyway, coming off the back, now, it would be stupid of us to, at this rate, even draw the game, but definitely not lose the game. Now, we can't. 10 men, home crowd, a very good team, started good. Madison's on the right now, which means the left. I don't know what they're doing. Give me another red card, be interesting one. Really good stuff by Ben Rama. Off on the left. Tony out, Leicester drawn, I think. Oh no, it's Sam drawn, is it? I think he lost by Herrera in the end. It's Cresswell to take 44 minutes on the clock nearly. 1 minute half time break. First time. Penalty ref? Referee, I would argue a penalty there, I don't know. So for you to check that as well while we're at it. I don't know, maybe won the ball, but it stuck the leg out anyway. And he was on the ground, you could see it. Very similar to the Newcastle penalty last week we got. And back for Rice. Creswell. Fornals. Kufal on the right. Back for Souček. Very quiet first half for free standard. Well, very good first half still. Foul. With Bowen on the right. Boying well. They're a good shape at the moment despite 10 men. At least there's a red card against us instead of for us for once. For Bowen, don't lose it. Don't let man. Bowen beats Thomas well. The ball from Antonio. Yeah, I think Antonio on ball there. And that's again, I know it's a tricky one in the end, but Antonio needs to, like, again, the brain of him. He's not a striker's brain, is he? Bowen swings in first time. It was an awkward bounce, to be fair, wasn't it? Ooh. Then fault. Is it Ricardo on ball that? Oh, that's fair enough. Indeed, he got the ball for us. On it's clear for now, isn't he? 4 minutes out of line to break, I say only, but yeah, you know, still. And Dealey's had a very solid first half for Leicester, I thought, though. We're able to play well. Not his best, but not his worst, certainly not. You can see the shape that they're going on Leicester. 3-2-4. It's basically 4-4-1, I think. Or like yeah. It's the one less creative option, to be fair. Slow check, try forward for no, to Kufali's checkmate on the right against Thomas. Foul by the Englishman. It's 46 minutes. Free kick at the edge of our own corner area for Westham. Thoughts in the first half. I don't know if anyone just joined. I think it's been actually a solid one. Definitely improved as the half goes on. I think the momentum has to stay with us now, doesn't it?
Any contact at all, that's exactly what West Ham want. They've got the extra man. Send the big lads up from the back. Taking 2-0 into half time.
Yeah, 2-1 in the break would be big. That would be very nice for us.
Antonio forward, Rice is in that penalty area. Both centre halves as well.
But Leicester don't really look like scoring, especially with red card now for a attacker. Another corner for us, nice. Tell you what, another goal in this game will make things very, very interesting, to be fair. Indeed. That time first half, 47 of the 4 yada. Good delivery going. On the right. Well, already was there. Antonio and Rice chasing us. Rice went it back. It's a foul, but it really isn't. I think it's very harsh shot. Thielman's again this time.
Rodgers do to turn this around. A lot to think about. A man down, a goal down. Task ahead. It was tricky against 11. They were struggling to impact the game. The more dangerous team. Man, right now, obviously West Ham are going to dominate the ball.
That's Minnesota 4 on the first half. Probably going to 1 on the break. But probably jinxing on probably be 1-1. But look, it's true anyway.
A few West Ham fans making the early break when half time, but side have been excellent in this first half. A minute more to go. Looking for options. Back it goes. So Marty.
So many touches for them. Tielemans gives it away for the first time.
Bonner,
Cresswell.
Creswell, poor. Reckless again.
Anderson. Soyuncu. It's already that goal behind.
Should be half time in the first half anyway, I'd imagine.
Watch.
Half time. Pablo Fornals, the man of the moment.
With the only goal in the first half, but that wasn't the only incident. Because Leicester down to 10 men when Michael referred to the screen and sent off Jose Perez. So Leicester City, a man down and a goal down at half time. West Ham United 1, Leicester City 0.
And there it is. But we're not going to really take a short break. I want to talk about quickly. So let me know below what your thoughts are. I think that overall we've done okay. We definitely grown into that. We'll get our stats actually. I think we can share screen actually. I don't know how good the internet lag is going to be here now, but look, we'll give it a go anyway and see what happens, won't we? This is going to be interesting, isn't it?
With deals this good, you need a fancy ad. Jonathan.
It's £2,000.
I think the kits are nice, aren't they?
There's a huge range available now. And Tesco with your name on it. Swift X.
So, can this be seen? I'm not sure can this be seen, but sure, look, we'll give it a go anyway. Let's go check. So what's wrong with your one myself?
Why do I use Alpacin caffeine shampoo? Because it works for me. Because it works for me. Because it works for me. Why do I use Alpacin?
Alright, so that was working, but we're going to talk about it really quickly in this first half. So, Leicester v West Ham. This is how things are going. So, 9 shots for us, 2 in target. That is a worry. We will speak about it really quickly as well. I just think, like, that's terrible. That's just over 20% shot conversion rate so far. They've only had 2 shots, Leicester, no shot on target, which is quite interesting as well. Dominate possession 59 to 41. They've dominated the pass, and pass accuracy similar. They've edged it. Fouls similar. Yellow cards, none. Red cards, 1 for Leicester. Offsides, none each, and then 3 corners only for us. Felt like more, but it is okay. As things stand, look at that. We're in the top 3. Leicester moved down into 11th, but there's a lot of time to be fair left to play at in this game. I don't think we should lose it from this position. We might end up drawing it from this position. But overall, I think we can be relatively satisfied, to be fair, so far. I genuinely think we can, honestly. I think definitely, we'll come back here really quickly to the chances we've had. You look at the 4 now. We'll talk about Sky Sports really quickly as well. So I'm actually going to come back in a minute. We'll go through as Sky do as well in a minute or two. But yeah, stay tuned.
You ready? Let's kick off this latest sizzling offer on British barbecue meats. Getting 2 packs for only £5. Morrison's, make good things happen.
New Lids. Smell iconic with 72-hour anti-sweat. Run on your deck, reuniting fans with the prominent on Sky Sports.
West Ham in front against Leicester City. Perhaps we shouldn't be surprised by how it's come. They've scored more goals from fast breaks than any other side since the start of last season. But Jamie, what was so good about it?
Well, I mean, we always thought maybe coming into this game, Leicester would be the team at own possession, trying to play the ball through the lines, and that's what we've seen. But West Ham really stopped them, as we see from the graphic, in terms of what they do on counter-attack. That's how they play, that's how they got the success last season. More goals like that from anybody else. And we've spoken a lot about tonight of Lukaku going into, actually, it's possibly one of the first time we've seen the ball actually go past Rice and Souček in midfield, but he doesn't deal with it. And then that's where the counter-attack comes from. But I just think the role of the goal scorer, it just comes into him for now. He lets it run. Just want to highlight that in another clip when it comes in. But can indeed he do more to get back, actually? He will have initially outside the edge of the box. But this again just highlights the actual goal scorer. So it comes into Jamie Vardy, he doesn't deal with it. Let me slow this down now. When this ball comes in, now, just stop it now. Souček's already expecting that 1-2 for the runner. Fornals and composure to actually let it run across his body, and that's what makes the difference with it. Goals opens the field up. He now brings the wide player into it, but also that finish on the left foot. That is not an easy finish. Just bounces just in front of him, and he just guides it into that far corner, the inside of his foot. Brilliant, and that just sums up West Ham tonight. But also the success we had last season.
It's third in 5 games back for us against Leicester City. We have our first red card of this season. We talked about the more lenient approach, but was there any way the officials, Michael Oliver, could keep Jose Perez on the field after seeing what they saw, Gary?
No, I mean, we'll see it at full speed first. It's a touch that Jose Perez just runs away from it a little bit. It happens quite often in football. We know that happens. You know, we know that goalkeepers take not chances, but they play the ball into midfield, into crowded areas. We'll slow it down on this particular angle now. And the touch, it doesn't go where he wants it to go. He wants it to get a little bit more away from him. He actually goes back a little too straight. And then he says to Jose Perez, does he see what's coming? I mean, it doesn't really matter anyway, to be honest with you. But we'll just look in there. He has a little look up, just look there. He knows there's a player coming. He knows what's happening. He knows that he's got an opponent coming towards him. Yeah. We see midfield players quite a lot step over the ball to try and protect it, but as you watch it, you know, it's horrific in that angle there. And absolutely, we talked about the lighter touch of VAR this season, but no professional footballer wants to see that type of challenge. No pundit fan wants to see that type of challenge. You heard the sort of groan in the stadium when they showed it again on the screen, which was interesting. And Jose Perez, I know the Leicester players were sort of whinging heavily about it, but when you look back at it, if that was against one of their players, they'd want the opposition player sent off. It was absolutely the right decision.
We talked about it a lot last season, didn't we, about officials being sent to have another look at it. That's exactly what happened here. Michael Oliver on the check, having seen the replays, had absolutely no doubt. Leicester down to 10, and a goal down as well, with it all to do at the London Stadium.
Oh, you can see. Run on your deck, reuniting fans with the prominent on Sky Sports.
Wait, is this your bed with 1,000 thread count sheets? How did that happen? Oh yeah, the weekly shop. With some things you need to use and the things you really want. One of the many things you can expect when you're with American Express.
£97 a bag. Who knew?
What? Head squares. Your favourite multi-packs might not be low in calories, but they're lower than you think.
Get 20% off interiors at B&Q, 20% off colour emulsion, 20% off laminate flooring, and 20% off cushions and curtains. So whether it's your sanctuary or where coffee mornings and broody nights come to life, home is what you make it. 20% off interiors.
All right, but anyway, what we talked about in that first half, the chances, the red card was a red card. We got to look at that Pereira chance. They had a really good opportunity, only he fell off balance. They had another chance at the edge of the box for Perez, took that shot that time, and he connected awfully with it. Won't have to worry about him in the second half, and it'll be quite interesting to see what happens with him. I suppose in terms of everything else that can happen, we've done really well. Bowen's been quiet, Suchek's been quiet, Fornal and Antonio have been very lively up top, and I just expect more from the second half from them. I'd like to think we can, I think we can score more. I'm more worried actually at half time from a Leicester fan rather. I don't know where their goal is going to come from, unfortunately. But overall, solid first half, and you can't complain. For my bet, I need like 7 more corners, I think. 2 more yellow cards, or another red blue, and I need 2 more goals. So it's okay, but I would have bitten your hand off there at the start. You would definitely like to think now that we won't lose this game. You would. And if Leicester do score twice, I think we would score again. So that's quite interesting, really.
Get what you bargained for with Computer.com rewards.
Did he be booked on it?
Help restore your original hair color with Just for Men. Grey is gone.
They're all possible though, aren't they? Sound like that.
Just for Men.
He lot of goals are no way on that. That's possible.
What, that new feeling? That's really good.
Possible, probably not.
Amex offers.
3 goals, 10 minutes, 10 corners is dodgy with that, I don't know.
So far, 2021's been every bit as challenging as last year, and even tougher for people living with cancer. Go sober for 14, 21, or 31 days this October and raise money so that cancer support. Do whatever it takes to support people living with cancer. Sign up today. Go sober.org.uk.
The Mercedes-Benz online showroom.
Can Leicester score 2 goals? I mean, look, I don't really care now, to be honest, because once we win or draw, I don't mind, but yeah, it'd be nice. Just extra bit, wouldn't it? I think the odds of Leicester winning right now is good. I really do. 20-1. Man, that's where I'm putting money on, isn't it? Just think it is.
Mercedes-Benz online showroom. Buy online today.
Halftime specials.
Welcome to the opening ceremony.
Just wonder with that. Leicester to win is good odds, but still, from that first half, you wouldn't say it definitely does that. Both to score, I'll tell you what, is good odds now, isn't it? Both scored very nice odds, to be fair.
Run on your deck, reuniting fans with the Premier League on Sky Sports.
Big weekend sport ahead. We've got the third test for you. England taking on India Wednesday from 10 a.m. and
I like both to score odds, I really do, mate.
with the Belgian Grand Prix from 12:30 on Sky Sports F1 and at London Stadium. On Monday Night Football tonight, West Ham right in the driving seat.
Second half underway next, everybody.
At Coral, we always want you to gamble responsibly.
So nice.
With tools to help you stay in control. You can
I don't want to waste any more money, that's the problem with this.
Track how long you play for. Or set timeouts and take a break. Remember, always play within your limits and gamble responsibly.
Impressive first half from West Ham United. What did they do so well, Gary?
Look, I think West Ham are a far better team. Forget the sending off. I think Solskjaer and Rice in central midfield have done an outstanding job. They played 4-2-4 in defence at West Ham, and those two behind that front four have been brilliant and done so much work shutting it, because that's the work that they do. But been absolutely outstanding. We've obviously on this big screen behind us where we can see the whole pitch, and it's been mesmerising to know. We're actually a little bit worried with at one point that we will be able to do it for the whole 90 minutes. Good Leicester to eventually get through them.
Well, Leicester's trying to play between the lines. Madison, was Perez, Barnes, now they'd be a man down, so they're easy.
Yeah. Okay.
To see now the approach of Leicester City as we hand back to Andy Hinchcliffe and Seth Hutchinson.
Well, West Ham United.
Underway in the second half we go. 1-0 from half time, of course it is.
97.
Indeed, late.
98. They're on course to do that now. No changes at half time.
No changes, rightfully so. You would expect that to be fair to break.
Leicester, one man down. And underway in the second.
Are you working at the Big Tree? How the golf comes up? You're starting here tomorrow. What time are you starting? I'm 3 to 11. But on the days when I like to play, we'll give you a lift up.
Both ends of the pitch.
That's what David Moore says with team. We need to start the second half strongly, play with real tempo. We've got the extra man. Let's make it work for us. Let's get that second goal, make that much more confident. 1-0, dangerous scoreline, an extra man. And you can think that the second half is going to be easy and you can kind of cruise through it. But let's have players and players on the bench to come up and have a real effect on the game. So if they think the job is done and just close to the second half, Brendan Rodgers' team could get an equaliser.
Alright, second half underway in London Stadium. Creswell on the left. Rama first time. Didi first time away. Rice.
So much time to just play that ball forwards.
Rebound.
Bowie.
And that's Kufal.
Here's Jared Bowie. Thomas tight to him.
I'm not worried as much the second half, maybe it's that bad, but still.
To run. It's been the case. How much so far?
Talking about so checking Rice protecting the back four. The extra man, we might see Declan Rice maintain that in a defensive position. So check, we see there just able to step up the pitch and engage a little bit higher rather than sit alongside Rice. He can step in front of him. So again, they can put the pressure
in the end of it, huh?
Get so check into attacking areas as well.
Brilliant. Antonio. Ronaldo's the ball on the left, drifted across. Benrahma. Advantage of the box. Don't shoot. 1-2. Antonio getting that brain man in the box. Needs to use his brains if he's got any. Running behind. Barely running there, but one on the side of him. Dawson. Goal kick West Ham. Fabianchi kicks it out.
Dominate the ball. Step up the pitch. Jamie Vardy has that ability to play on the shoulder to get on the long forward balls. The two West Ham centre halves have to be on their toes.
Misplaced in the end from Rice into Creswell, I think. I think Creswell and David Moyes. Well, that's super cracking manager. They're gaining a bit more possession second half as usual, but West Ham have a throw in now in the 48 minutes of the half. But again.
Be the one to be sacrificed. Dawson to Sofa. Bowie.
Socek, not by Vardy. Advantage, I presume. Don't know what it was about booking. Should I go do it again? Rice.
Still able to press that West Ham midfield at all. Ball out, he can drop off and to pick a pass.
Socek.
Now Rice.
Finds some line, but Marty kicks it away. Vardy also up top. The two of the Leicester counter now. And you worry how Leicester will struggle to score in the second half. With a man less up front. Sojek. Kufal. Sojek. Being pressed high heavily by Leicester defenders and midfielders.
The extra man just allows Sojek to step up the pitch, get into the penalty area, supplement the attack. Very nearly scores here. He's under a bit of pressure eventually. He takes the shot on.
Yeah, there was pressure on him. But other than that, he's probably going to just get a shot on target at least.
We talk so much about his work in midfield, so I say that he's the joint top scorer for West Ham last season. Schmeichel makes that risky ball out to Thomas.
Now from the back like Arsenal. But Leicester player, West Ham throwing. Barnes hit off him in the end. 50 minutes on the clock in this second half. Goodbye. Bourne, long ball behind. Long ball, no. Okay. Corner for West Ham once again. The fourth of the game, I think, so far. Need to get them up here. Sanchuk. Has the man who hit it out, the Turkish international defender. Bourne. No corner for Leicester so far, which is quite interesting. Hopefully West Ham can make capital. Like, they haven't been great for them so far. We were good in Newcastle against them. Don't play it short. Don't play it short, Bowen. Fornals beside him, but he's got to swing in. They're crowding the box. He can do his own marking again, I think. Michael gets tested. Rama doesn't control it first time. Leicester fast out. Fornals. Antonio. What a header. What a save by Schmeichel, to be fair. Who's on it? I don't know. Antonio brilliantly gets that Tielemans again. The second goal looks like it's coming. Probably just jinxed it anyway. Benrahma. Advantage. No free kick. Sojek, brilliant one back with Fornals. Foul doesn't get there. Pereira is brilliant to retrieve it again. No foul. Free out for Leicester. A lot of chance moments there we had. Brilliant ball in from Fornals again, to be fair. A lot of time. Antonio. Oh. Free header pretty much for Antonio and Schmeichel there. Should kick it out in the 53rd minute, nearly behind all fans.
50 for West Ham. Here's the moment. And one goal remaining, being their all-time Premier League top scorer.
I think we could put up to any team we want this season. Not if we win the league, we don't got consistency for squad for that. So, Barnes for Leicester. That'll be Barnes. Kufal keeps it in, but she needs a throw instead of a corner kick. Brilliant defended by the Czech Republic defender for us.
It's difficult to stop, but so that stopped it. Good position, actually drifted infield away from so far and on half turn as well. That's why he was able to run at that West Ham defence. They need more of it. Leicester to turn this around. Harvey Barnes.
Ooh, it's Harvey Barnes.
Need to suffer an injury that kept him out for half the season. He rewarded on his return with a 4-year contract.
He's aimed at surely getting back into that England squad because he's clearly going to play week in and week out for Leicester. Can he play well enough to?
First of all, on the left overlap for West Ham, lot of space on the left hand side. The Leicester defence. Ronald's running in behind. Rice back. Sojek, his partner in crime midfield. I still think about Antonio chance, man, honestly.
Sojek. Rice.
Check back for Rice. Playing around the back, in on possession again inside. Leicester's on half still though. Dominating possession second half, yeah, I remember.
Stretching the pitch.
Now from the left for Kufal. From the right, just there. Bowen. Ronaldo's space out wide in there. Rice. Socek. Bonner. Line. Fornals on the left back for Rice. 20. Rama. He died, but Madison's gonna have to be what? Where are we at? There's no penalty, I don't know. He had to be doing something to put him off there though. So I'm looking at. He's not protesting though, which is quite interesting. Nah, he lost balance. You know what I mean? Yeah, that would be a show position if that was a penalty. Wasted from Benrahma though. Going up for leather. Nah, who's this?
Gives it straight to Antonio.
2-0. Brilliant. Side Benrahma, I think again 2-0. I told you about that fella, Sionchu. In that second half, first half, he looked so suspect back there. Like, absolutely bloody brilliant. Benrahma 2-0, lovely. Is this Arsenal or Leicester we're playing? I don't know who we're playing. The high pressing that works. Brilliant from Antonio, the composure, by the way, I must admit. Antonio. Marty's in the line, I think, in the end, but still. Saeed Benrahma. I'm so happy for Saeed. So happy for Benrahma. I still understand why he wasn't looking there, like. 2-0 and happy days, man, I'd say. That's what I would say to that. First home game for Benrahma. Oh. Second goal of season, Benrahma, top goal scorer man right now. Is this real life, is it?
Brendan will decide. Very much second base, but can they respond? Straight away here, Barnes, Madison, deep shoulder that, looks down at his boots.
I'm not going to speak too soon, but you'd like to think we've got this in the back now, don't we? You just would like to think. This has been a brilliant performance. This has been better than Newcastle by a mile, and we were decent, especially second half against Newcastle. Now, I'd love to see how much that red card will change the game. But it's created a lot of space for us and a lot of momentum. Michael passes out to the goal kick throw in for Westham. It just shows the character and the technique of the squad we've got, isn't it? Celebrating a goal for your club is special, even for your country, but for your club it means a lot as well. It just means something different, doesn't it? Fell on the line, put up by Thomas on the left in the end. Another West Ham throw in at 58 minutes of the clock nearly. Half an hour to go. We just beat Leicester. I don't know what it is. We used to have a Met record if we were against them, but now I don't know how we lose it. I don't know how we're supposed to lose against them. Tufal just gone on the crowd saying, come on lads, come on. Get Antonio up in the penalty area. Leicester again. Barnes in the counter. On the left up against Rice. Want to win the back. Can't find Verdi. Who went on. Yeah, another fellow who gets sent off I wouldn't know be playing until there now. Bonner. The left for Crizzle on the overlap, slowing things down in the centre now. Yeah, I just don't think you make a sub now. I don't care if they got injured, obviously I didn't like it, but it's not worth it now. Like, look who found the end, Leicester throwing, 16 minutes. I hope he doesn't take Ben Ram off when we do make a sub though. He can't afford to.
When Jesse Lingard left, I did feel there's maybe an opportunity for him to get into the team, stay good playing, and be the player that we saw in the Championship with Brentford, and really looks at home now in the Premier League.
And you were talking about the impressive season that he had, and that will translate into the matches that matter. It's translated so far.
All right for Leicester for Ricardo.
That's been all that Leicester can do. It goes at the moment.
No team should be dropping any points from here now, really, should they? They really shouldn't, mate. Good foul, good pass from Dawson. Pressed again the centre from Bowen. Brilliantly. The middle we go for Cresswell on the left. Good switch of play. And Rama. Rice in the centre. Controlling the game at their own pace now, yeah. So chicken the right. Good switch again. Good foul first, I think, on the right. Another corner, is it for us? I think it's a corner again for us. Fifth or something of the match now. It is, mate. Lovely. Owen swings in for the left first time. Tonio. Header goal for Leicester again, I think. Spogbonna. Poor header, wasn't it? Poor, not bad deliveries, but poor end product. Headed the back of his head, really, wasn't it? Trying to slide and assist down to someone else, I think. It's back again. Bowen. Flipped. Foul on him, but not given as usual. Don't know what's going on there. To be fair, it's a good decision. Antonio again, minutes up top, wins it back. Counter Ben Ram on the left. 2v both fivers though. Antonio. A monster. Oh, Mikel Antonio, you man. What a monster he is. Corner again for Westham. 6th again, I think. Antonio's so pivotal to that. He's so similar to Lukaku in a way, isn't he? Just more on top, not even end product, just more brains up front. Yeah, Schmeichel had to be on top form there, to be fair.
Just about indeed. They are hanging on the Foxes.
Bowen from the left, swinging in again this time. Well, he's right, he's left foot. Good delivery. Whoa! Just over the crossbar from Cresswell first time. That's what I call a shot. That's what I call worth it. It's like a pre-season friendly, I'm not even lying. Just over the goalkeeper's head in the crossbar. Very could have much gone in. Big chances. Oh dear, Daka. It's Daka time, baby. I don't like this. Because this is the fella we were linked with. And he's very good. It's a bit of a problem, isn't it? Well, I'm like for Antonio. Marty held him off. Slightly buying the Englishman in the end, or soon to be Jamaican, actually. Mikel Antonio. Marty's been okay. Not been anything special, but Song could have been dreadful. I'd take him off of it. Wouldn't really have anyone to do that. Barnes off for Daka. I love their boys are just laughing away with that guy. They just knew that they were looking for them as he's gone on now.
He came on in the Community Shield, Zambia. He'll join Jamie Vardy up front.
2 up top for Leicester. Oh dear. Raising good at it.
Didi. Thomas. Makes it straight to Rice. He was waiting for it.
Quite stepped in, he read the intention there, and that forward ball once again screening. Centre half picks up possession, but it's been brave here, Brendan Rodgers sending on left. It's a pretty much the partner, Jamie Vardy, so they got a front two out there, just when they can get the ball into.
Fornals. Loose from him, but just one run for Madison. There's been a lot of that tonight. Rice. Cresswell.
Cresswell's been Ram on the left.
Soyuncu.
Once you kicks it out, another corner, sorry, throw in for West Ham. Could do another yellow or two. Another goal be nice. Oh, bottle of Leeds. Can we bottle this lead again, though? Antonio. For Rice. Kofal. The right for Bowen. Big cry, but very effective today, I've noticed with Bowen. He's doing that a lot recently. Like Fornals, you wouldn't notice him. Dropping in the area, he's doing very well. Another deflection, Leicester player, another West Ham corner. Lovely. Practice for corners. We have potential for Europe. We do have the potential, but we just need to. Like, this is so annoying with the signings. I keep saying it every time. We need signings to progress with this team. We can go far, but why can't we go further? Because we need no signings. That's why. Cresswell from the left this time swings to the corner on his left foot. Good delivery, good delivery. Dawson tried to go for don't shoot. Fornals for Bowen on the right. Chased down by Marty and Didi, I think. Another corner for West Ham. Well, that's at least 9 or 10, isn't it? Didi's been done by Bowen there. Yeah, literally, actually, to be fair. Anyway, another West Ham corner on the right from Bowen's left foot this time. Probably 10 corners at least we've had now. Bunch keep clean sheet out of this game. 10-minute they batter now. It's brilliant. Good delivery, Bowen. Dawson, I think, this time again. He needs to improve his head. He's been shocking recently from corners. Whatever's wrong with him.
So dangerous. It's all about the delivery and their movement.
68 minutes of the clock, already. Final quarter of the game. Looking comfortable. I'm not worrying yet. Impressed again from Bowen out from Thomas. Leicester corner, throwing. That's not a corner yet, right? Just quite interested, really, in it. Leicester having that shot on target yet. Whoa, that's amazing, isn't it? Just whoa. Ronaldo's done the round with the goals. Nice. Got right centre back again. The left first time. For once, every time we look forward, we look like we're about to score. I don't know, is that because of the extra man or what, but it's quite interesting, isn't it, really? Oh, lose this. Cresswell. From Amarty. So Jack just puts his leg in back for Kofal on the right. Literally like a friendly game, this is in pre-season. Bowen. Thomas away. And a West Ham throw. Yeah, quickly from Kofal to Bowen first time. Find Fornals went just at the well by Tielemans at the end, very quiet team, especially second half. Very deep role he's playing from. I think. Yeah, I think that's gone. I'll get them in a Yeah, oh, he said, oh, good timing. Thanks. Yeah, it's grand. I'm talking to someone. Thank you. Yes, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm not something. You always say I'm busy. Well, I'm happy I bet now I've won. First shot on target, first goal for Leicester. Sorry about everybody. Not a bit lucky, bit ace, but sure luck. Sure luck. Ah, so poor to let it go like that, innit? Handball, no? That looked like handball, I'm not gonna lie. Probably will count before one.
The team is asking why, but the goal will stand.
Goal stands 2-1 it stays to,
Leicester have got a route back into this game. His first goal since that winner.
2-1 it stays in London Stadium. Poor goals you can see in the morning. That's I mean, gotta take our chances, gotta do it. And in fairness, we still haven't looked bad. We haven't like full on.
A situation that was looking hopeless.
And this is where subs will be the place to bring on changes. We haven't gotten though, have we? That's a big problem with us. But and Leeds always do it, don't we? We have to do it. Love for Pereira, that's quite interesting. We're about a yellow card away here from winning good money as well. Stupid goals together. It's so stupid that is. So please strong in for Westham this time. Or a goal should do it though still. In a game like this. Going on the right. Short check moves up. Val.
Tielemans trying to play that ball forward. It snaps so far.
We gotta remember, like, that Leicester have 10 men here and we're home. We have to keep going with this. Have to do it. It's bloody end again, I'll do it.
Feels like that goal, as we always say, is just put a little bit of doubts in the crowd. That Tielemans goal is his first shot on target since first half against Wolves last weekend. Here's Vardy.
Vardy. Too much. Thomas in the end. Nah, throw Westham and run off. So kept Vardy quiet. I wonder will it bring on Nacho or someone's doing to be fair. Quite interesting. 73 minutes clock there.
But not now. Still time to salvage something from this game, which would be quite incredible. In the realms of the Premier League, of course. Anderson.
Draw off Leicester again. 60 minutes to go upside the time. Leicester starting to get branded the game.
No time for the likes of Solskjaer, Rice, and so of course, the goal was giving Leicester real booster back in the game. The ball's coming over, but some doubt in those West Ham minds as well that maybe it could slip away from them. Back to Schmeichel, not being allowed to play out.
And Leicester go from the back, are we? Swift wins the header. Bowen. Zidane. Tony on the right. See much on that Thomas kicks out. Another Westham corner. Oh.
So many corners in this game, West Ham United. They make one of them counts. It's the latest through Jared Bowen.
It's got to make one of them count, surely. Good delivery, please. And someone get their header target. Don't play a short either.
10th corner of the game, on the side. Now's the short option.
One takes the corner. First time swings it in on. Good delivery. It's up to in on now. I think Sojek had initially had it down though instead of up. Right. Then Ram on the left. There's no one bloody off the bench. And Ram. Rice on the left. Swings in first time. Header for Sojek. Dawson, I mean. Shane is right. He won the header, but he just hit off the side post, not actually the post. Also, good header this time from Dawson. Sorry, it's not something about early.
15 minutes left. The 90. Still there's any hope, but West Ham still did very well. Have the lead. Cresswell. Rice. So far. Socek, quick look over his shoulder. They're dropping off. Here's Benrahma.
Taking first time left for Antonio. Yeah. I'm much good than Dak and Verdi right now, aren't I? Rama for Sojek. To the right, if he's on for Sufal, he's checkmate. All out from the corner. Sancho this time.
It's another corner. It goes absolutely strong and pops right, and really you should be playing with the inside of your left, just playing it back from where it came. It's always risky. You got it like that, going to come up his the top of his boot and flash past Casper Schmeichel. Gets away with it. Sojek and Rice have had the time.
77 minutes nearly in the clock. The final 10 or so at a time in the London Stadium. So 2 in West Ham lead Leicester City. Ronaldo Benrahma was 3 months of the 8th goal for them. Swung in from the right and the left foot. Bone again, it looks like it's going to be. He's a short, Benrahma. Don't like that. 3 out for West Leicester. I just don't like that though. What are we doing? Dawson foul the other way.
Leicester still in this game.
I just made another change in Nacho this time, and I think Sumari coming on for him. It's quite interesting. I don't know. I do make changes, but at the same time, who do you bring on off the bench? I just don't know who you bring on. We can just keep back. Well, that means we probably keep Verdi quiet tonight. He'd probably bring off you see, you'd think he'd bring off Madison to be been quiet recently, but then again, I suppose with Keelman's more advanced role, I don't know what they'll do with it like. Dawson back. Foul on the right. 79 minutes on the clock nearly. As well. Benrahma. Fires in the Antonio. Thomas heads it away. Back to Gufal on the edge of the box. Sojek could deliver to be fair this time. I mean, they haven't been awful tonight, but still found their right. After 4 hours.
goal between the sides.
It'd be embarrassing if we bought the lead from this position. It'd be really embarrassing. Rice and Creswell, 1-2 on the left. Antonio. Nicola Antonio, 3-1. Let's go. Declan Rice, you beauty.
And he becomes their greatest Premier League goal scorer. And that should be.
Yeah, look at that, look at us. Oh, I can show you it too.
Well, he's a wonderful team player, but he really does deserve the personal accolade that he's getting here from the West Ham fans. This is a brilliant goal. The way that he used his strength to hold off a centre half and then turn.
Man, that's only a goal Antonio would get.
Strong play, brilliant centre forward play.
Declan Rice, you deserve 9 bud. Swings it in. He knew Antonio what he can do. Turns, I think it was Thomas or someone this time.
There's no way he's going to wrestle Antonio off the ball. He's too strong a big striker. And how quickly he gets his bearings, twists and buries it in the corner.
That's Casper Schmeichel, 3-1, and that might just be the game, I think, to be fair.
And that should seal the points for West Ham, but he absolutely deserves to be West Ham's top Premier League goal scorer. A superb goal to get him there. Confidence, the lack of respect for that Leicester defence there to hold them up and fire it into the corner. Probably a slight lack of respect for that cardboard cutout as well in the end. Showing all the glory and then just throwing it away. Well, they shouldn't throw this one away, West Ham. That's Nicola Antonio moves.
That should be game. You'd like to think with what, 10 minutes so plus at a time to go, maybe 12 in total. That should be that.
He will not be a happy man, I tell you. I say how you treat that cardboard.
Was it Marty he bullied off the ball? I'm not sure, to be fair. He's incredible, Antonio, what he can do. Incredible. The subs on Samari and Inacho, to be fair.
The way West Ham have played tonight, and of course there's the caveat that Leicester went down to 10 men, but even so, impressive all the same from West Ham. Yeah, it wasn't a worry when Tiedemann scored 2-1. They could have got a little bit nervy, but from that point on, they really dominated the ball, dominated the game.
Yeah, we definitely worked on winning positions. To hold on to leads, I think. You know, it might be still a bit early yet, to be fair, to be speaking about it, but you know, we're doing well, to be fair with it.
Top scorer in the Premier League since March.
No, I would make something now. I definitely would. See, I'm Madison and Barry off, quite interesting. I'm going to pick up.
Dominating centre half. We've seen it again tonight with Nicola Antonio, Soonchu and Martin. They've just not been able to deal with him. Every part of his game, not just his strength, as we saw with his goal, running off the ball, closing down, popping himself up for the
The game's starting to over, yes. Same position where Rangers an extra goal. You know, I'll take second in the scene. Yeah, West Ham, foul given away by Daka, I think. But look, we can see now it's the same position, so let's just hold out, give an extra thing, hold on to the moment.
He's also brave as well because he wanted that number 9 shirt. He wanted to be the main man through the middle, and it's working out so well for him and the team. And they've enjoyed their night tonight, the West Ham fans. They've waited long enough since February 2020.
I'm forever blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles everywhere. You know what is you? 84 minute on the clock, nearly West Ham 3, Leicester 1, so that's 3 goals against Leicester as well, you know. Oh, someone else, you naughty man. Oh, one you naughty man as well. Good foul. Antonio first time. It's Antonio! 4-1, let's go! Let's go. Antonio! Well, let me change the score quickly. Once he's on side, he's pulling like a Marty usually again or someone. The title chart is on, everybody. Ah! No, but he doesn't know what to do. Antonio's better than Lukaku, that's why. Oh, I didn't get changed to 3-1, but it's 4-1 now. He's 5 minutes clock already. Well, both and Fornals were very naughty what they were doing, but you know. Flicks it up Antonio over Shank in the end. Oh my good God. What am I seeing?
Another outstanding centre forward, long striker play from Mikel Antonio. He keeps dominating centre halves and he just keeps scoring goals.
Oh my God, my fantasy is popping.
Westham United.
No.
See that, he's only got eyes for the ball.
We're going top of the league. We're going top of the league. We're going top of the league. Oh yeah, put this. Where's that pause? Oh yeah, we're going top of the league actually. Things stand. I'm going to take a picture of that.
Scored in their last game at Upton Park. He's going to go down as some figure in West Ham's history. Zamare lost the ball there. Rice. Sofa. Just driving on and going on. Antonio. Rice.
Antonio. Come on, everybody. Antonio. Yeah, man, no back, man. 87 minutes out nearly. You can go on Moisey knows that. Say you want, but I'll admit, Antonio's not in this game today. We don't win this game. We're violating Leicester now. We're genuinely playing like properly brilliant football, like really, really good football. Against Dhaka, against Sheffield. So playing out of the box in the end.
Just stayed inside.
West Ham host Crystal Palace on Saturday. You're pretty worried watching this display. It's a side who look pre-scoring.
4 goals in 2 games. But like twice we scored 4 goals in 2 games. That's 8 goals in 2 games scored. I don't think you see the 3 times. I think only that's not bad to be fair.
It's Crystal.
I'm sure the ball's going to go out and play for the substitute.
It's like in FIFA, innit? Benrahma. Souček, Benrahma, can he score another, get another assist? I don't know who you picked from a man of the match for this. So played 8 minutes. That's time subs now. Anyway. I love the way Benrahma comes off again, everyone. Stand ovation for Algerian King. Oh man, what a legend he is, by the way. I never say no, but Zan. That 3 in the midfield is quite interesting. He doesn't laugh at me. He's happy. He's throwing you off here, I mean, because the armor goes striker, I think he's doing. What an atmosphere. You'd just love to be that tonight, wouldn't you? You really would, mate. We're not going to the European tour, we're going to bloody winning the European York. Look at Kevin Nolan. Nolan's like a father to him, man, honestly. We don't lose Monday Night Football on Sky, do we? Don't remember that either, to be fair. We never, even Leicester were battering them. When was the last time we had a good battering? Like, we just don't, do we? And she's kicked deflected off Daka. Now Fabianski's down injured. Lovely. I think he's okay hobbling down. I mean, Areola's there, so if we need him, I don't mind that. Limping around. Fans are leaving. I believe Leicester fans. I don't think West Ham fans would leave here, would they? Rice clips free out for West Ham, I think. The 89 minutes. We're brought 90 now, actually, into stoppage time. No goal from Daka against us, as Marty gives away the foul there. He got lost tonight. He actually got done in the second half. Tony man the match again. Looking for Lanzini's now. Frederick's quite interesting. 3 added on the 90 to break. Well, end the game. Keep this goal difference up high. Don't throw it away now, like. Foul knocked down by Daka in the end on Dawson. Who needs Daka? We got Antonio, like, screw it. Rice. Good foul. Oh, is he off? Is he on? He was, yeah. You could see that. I'm not going to give out about that, but brilliant. What a display this is, to be fair from us. Can I toss it off that inaction anything?
The extra man, of course, is West Ham, but that's not the full story. So foul.
Might another bloody yellow card. 1 yellow off and 50 quid. Amazing. It's tough 190. Unless I'm forgetting something, but I don't think I remember every now and then.
Post-match interview next, how would you describe your performance? He said dominant. He posed that question to Mikel Antonio. I wonder what he would say.
I'm forever blowing bubbles. Pretty bubbles. Ryan, go for us. In the back. For Rice. 30 seconds and 90 + 2 + 3 left. Emelianenko. Doing the usual. Into Schmeichel at times. He tried to think some heat. For now, just at the back post, was it? So, that would be it. 4 when we're about to go. There it is. We've only got him bloody won it. So yeah. I'd love to be there. I'd bloody love to be there. Wow. Well. We will be back very shortly. 4 win for Hammers. For player rating and match reactions straight after this. So stay tuned. What a win, guys.